artifacts were made on the shores of the Sea of Marmara 3,000 years ago and are priceless. Replicas made 3 months ago can be bought in the bazaar and are worthless. But some of them are so good that only an expert can tell the difference.
Enjoying yourself?
Well, what do you think?
Let me get rid of these, then we'll go for lunch.
The Gadic collection.
Case 34, madame.
Thank you.
Where's the Gadic collection?
Can I be of any... Well, I'm sorry. Here.
Thank you.
I say, I'm terribly sorry. Here, let me help you on your feet. You sure I shouldn't join the... Look, I'm trying to apologize if there's anything wrong with you, sir. Please send the bill to my hotel.
What was all that about?
I don't know. These, probably.
How extraordinary.
Are they important?
And illegal. Honestly, the things that can happen to a fellow when he makes a routine lunch date with Simon Templar.
It's quite true and very disturbing. The Gadic collection has been photographed.
And obviously outside the museum.
But the collection has not been outside the museum since we first acquired it 30 years ago. Come in.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, Omar, thank you. Something very disturbing. Tell me, when was the Gadic collection last cleaned?
About 11 months ago.
And you cleaned it yourself?
No, sir.
No?
I was busy with the Pazaric tapestries at the time. I was forced to call in outside help.
Who?
Abdul Kemal.
How long was it out of the case?
About 2 months.
Well, where was the cleaning done?
In the museum workroom.
All right, Omar, thank you.
You are displeased with me?
No, that's all right.
Obviously, Kemal took the photographs.
And for what reason?
Oh, to make copies to sell to gullible tourists.
But I can't believe that an artist of Kemal's high quality would stoop to such deception.
Well, there must be more to it than that.
Oh, come off it, Simon. No need to mysterioso a simple con trick.
Do you know where Kemal lives?
Well, his workroom is just off the bazaar. Why?
Might be amusing to return his photographs.
Is Kamal up there?
Up there, Kamal.
No, Kamal.
Well, this isn't like him.
What do you know about him?
Not much. He's meticulous, though. In his work, that is.
So he photographs the Gadic collection, then takes a powder. Why?
Your uncle is hiding. Where?
Are you all right?
He broke my arm.
Oh, this has certainly been your busy morning. Who's your persistent admirer?
I do not know him.
Oh, now, come on, darling. You saw him at the museum an hour ago and almost fainted.
I meant that I do not know who he is.
Well, your uncle, Kamal, must be quite a man.
My uncle?
Well, your boyfriend seems desperate to meet him.
Oh, please, I do not know what this is all about. I just want to go home.
Good, we'll take you.
Oh, no, it is much too far. I'll take the ferry to Uskadal.
Well, now, there's the funny thing. That's just where we're going.
Mr. Templar, could I ask you a favor?
Of course.
Please do not tell my uncle about this man who chased me. My uncle is old and not well. I do not wish to upset him.
I don't want to upset him either.
Thank you. Look, is it not beautiful?
Aisha.
Uncle, do you...
Don't you remember me, Kamal? Geoffrey Baines, the Balkan Museum.
I remember, of course. It is an honor.
This is a friend of mine, Simon Templar. Abdul Kamal.
My house is honored.
Thank you.
May I ask what brings you to Uskudar?
Please.
I do not understand.
Uncle, I found them among your papers. I went to the museum to make sure.
You photographed the Gadic collection, Kamal. Don't deny it. You're the only one who had the opportunity.
It is true.
And you made a replica.
Yes.
Which, you assured some lucky tourist, was quite priceless and 3,000 years old.
3,760. The tourist is happy. I am happy. So where is the harm?
Fleece the tourists all you like, but don't try to palm off fakes of official museum exhibits, or you'll be in trouble with the police.
I will remember your warning.
See that you do.
Oh, one more thing. Why did you give up your workroom in the bazaar?
Give it up? I am merely taking a rest. When I am again ready, I will work.
I bet you made enough money off that tourist to retire for life.
For a few months only. Now, let us have some coffee and some fruit.
Oh, no, thank you. We have to get back to Istanbul, if you'll excuse us. We'll see ourselves out. Good day.
This man who attacked you. Did he say anything?
He said you were hiding. He wanted to know where.
Did you tell him?
No.
You steal my photographs. You meddle in my affairs. Now anything can happen.
Uncle, why did you leave your workroom? Why did we come to this house and hide? Please tell me.
My child, perhaps you have a right to know.
Well, I hope you told Camel what would happen if he did it again.
I frightened him to death, sir.
Good night, Geoffrey. Don't stay too long.
Good night, sir.
Hello? Geoffrey?
Simon, I'm at the museum. Look, I've got to see you. I've made a shattering discovery and Oh, look, I can't talk to you over the phone. Can you come over right away?
Sure. I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Come to the side entrance and ring the bell. I'll come down and let you in. All right? Bye.
Bye.
Jeff?
I had a phone call telling me that you would be here, Mr. Templar.
And who are you?
In Istanbul, I usually ask the questions, but since you're interested, I am Inspector Yolu, Istanbul Police. And now, Mr. Templar, I think you have a great deal of explaining to do. And may I say that I sincerely hope the girl and her uncle will confirm your story.
They will, and I appreciate your concern.
But, Mr. Templar, I'm a very fair and reasonable man if people tell me the truth. But if they lie...
Oh, I can imagine.
You must admit your reputation is, to say the least,
Uskada.
I do not understand, Inspector. Who do you wish?
Is this man Kamal?
No.
Kemal?
You know anyone by that name?
No.
A young girl, beautiful, named Ayesha.
No.
But she lives here.
No.
We live here.
Inspector, I was in this house only 6 hours ago with Geoffrey Bain. And I can describe everything that's in that room. There's a chest, a sideboard, tapestries, red... It's been changed, all of it.
No girl, no uncle, no truth.
But I was here this afternoon.
Were you?
Well, they were here. Well, you saw me when I was leaving. You let me in.
No one was here today. No one.
You're lying.
No one.
They've been paid off.
Mr. Templar, I have no alternative. You're under arrest.
I hate to tell you this, Inspector Yo-Yo, but...
Yolu.
But this type of third degree went out 10 years ago.
All I am interested in, Mr. Templar, is the truth.
And that's what you have been getting all night long.
No. I checked. That old couple have lived in that house for 20 years.
I don't doubt it. But Ayesha and her uncle live there too.
No. My men are combing Istanbul for them at this very moment. If they exist, we will find them.
They exist.
So, let us start from the beginning again. You were in the museum and you saw this girl.
That is exactly what I have been telling you.
Tell me again.
I was in the museum.
Simon, I'm so sorry about this. I came as soon as I heard. Inspector, I can vouch completely for Mr. Templar. He was a great friend of Geoffrey Bain's, and, well, I've known him myself personally for over 5 years.
At the word of Ahmed Bayar, I stand corrected.
Thank you, Inspector. I'm delighted you believe somebody.
Yes, fantastic. Incredible.
But fake.
Oh, yes, fake.
Only an expert could tell.
Well, obviously the switch was made while the collection was out for cleaning.
The question is, by whom?
Surely you are not suggesting that
Well, someone
I
was responsible.
Somebody in that house in Uskada.
You have no right in my house.
We have lived here for 20 years.
You ask anyone in the village.
I believe you.
Then what is it you want?
How much do they pay you?
Nothing. No one ever pays anything. Now go. Get out of this house.
I'm afraid I can't.
But why? We have done nothing.
You could be implicated in murder.
No.
Geoffrey Bain was 35, at the height of his career. He was brutally murdered.
Vito, this is a great sin.
Silence, woman.
A man dead. It will be on our conscience forever.
Oh, shut up.
Kemal gave us much money
For what?
to say that he did not live here. The furniture you saw is in the cellar. That is all we know, I swear. We never thought anyone was to die, never.
Well, where is Kamal now?
We do not know.
Please believe me, it's terribly important. Will you help me?
Mito!
Oh, Kemal often goes to the Cafe Kismet in the early afternoon. It is a coffee shop in Istanbul.
A beautiful view of the Bosphorus, sir.
depends on how you look at it.
I carry it as an insurance against violence.
With me, it won't insure you against anything.
You were with Jeffrey Bain. You saw the Gadic collection. Is that not so?
You're well informed.
Where is it now?
Here's a beautiful view.
Why do you not answer, Mr. Templar?
Because I am allergic to little men with guns.
I would pay well to know where the collection is. And the girl. And her uncle.
You are boring.
$20,000 for a piece of information.
Let's get something straight. If I had it, I would sell it. But I haven't. Now, excuse me, we are landing.
One moment, Mr. Templar.
You better buy some more insurance. The room service is superb, but I don't remember placing the order.
Oh, no, you didn't. I'm a surprise package.
Well, lethal, languid, both.
It depends.
May I?
Please do. It's on your bill.
To credit cards.
Actually, Mr. Templar, I am here on business.
Well, I rarely find business a pleasure. Obviously, this is going to be an exception.
Thank you.
Now, if it's not too impertinent a question, how did you get into my room?
Oh, there are very few doors in Istanbul that do not open to me.
Must be very convenient for you. Just for the record, what do I call you?
My name is Dia.
Dear. Oh, very nice. Well, dear, what do you want?
Very simply, the Gadic treasure. Did I say something amusing?
No, but the last person to approach me on that subject carried a gun.
Oh, I'd never dream of using such an approach. Not with a man like you.
I do prefer gentle persuasion.
That is my way also.
We have a great deal in common.
But you do know where the Gadic treasure is.
It's amazing how everybody jumps to that conclusion.
But you do know.
Do I?
Yes, dear Mr. Templar, you do. And I am offering you a partnership.
A partnership? No. Since the last offer was only money, partnership with you is vastly more intriguing.
Then shall we sign the contract?
Why not?
I have reason to believe that the Gadic collection will shortly be available.
And naturally, you will want to give me first refusal.
Naturally.
You are telling me that the price is high.
It is very high, sir.
Sugan, have you heard the old story of the killing of the golden goose?
A very excellent object lesson, sir.
Remember it. How much?
$500,000 American.
Agreed. When do I get it?
Soon. You will pay cash,
On delivery.
that you shall have it.
Where is the collection now?
It is in the hands of a certain Simon Templar.
Başka bir şey efendim.
No, unless you speak English.
Oh, yes, sir. I speak very good.
I'm anxious to locate a man named Kemal.
Kemal.
Yes, around 50.
Ah, an age of wisdom.
Do you know him?
Yes, sir, but people come and go. And you understand my memory sheet, not what it should be.
Yes, well, think very hard.
Indeed, sir. I am thinking.
I appreciate your efforts.
I yours too, but unfortunately. Ah, I know the man you mean.
I want to talk to him.
Perhaps he doesn't want to talk to you.
It'll be in his interest.
I will tell him so. And if he shares that opinion, I can do something.
May I?
Oh, please, it would be a pleasure.
Is it time I knew your name?
Well, of all the names that people call me, Sukan comes most prettily off the tongue.
Do you enjoy following me?
Yes,
Did you kill Jeff Bain?
no. I hate physical violence. It sickens me.
Very sensitive.
This coffee, it's sickening too, don't you agree?
Are you suggesting we drink someplace else?
Oh, Mr. Templar, you have such a quick brain.
Yes.
This is more to your taste, Mr. Templar?
Your friend Sukan is right. It's the best Turkish I ever tasted.
I employ Sukan. He is not my friend.
And what category am I in?
I require a little cooperation from you. Would you care to taste a strawberry from Heraclea?
No, I'd prefer to get to the point.
The point, Mr. Templar, is the Gadic collection.
I had a feeling that subject would come up.
Please, take a fig. I was alarmed to hear that Aisha and Kemal had disappeared.
And you think I can tell you where they are?
I know you can. How do you find the honey lip fig?
A shade dry.
All right. I apologize.
Please don't change them on my account.
So, Mr. Templar, tell me, where is the Gadic collection?
Suppose I say I don't know. You won't believe me.
Mr. Templar, I am an expert in the art of making people talk.
And at other things, I'm sure.
Darling, am I interrupting?
Not at all. May I present Mr. Simon Templar, my wife.
A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Templar.
Well, our first meeting is something I will always remember.
Darling, the Brazilian ambassador's dinner this evening. At what time are we due?
8 o'clock.
Forgive the interruption, Mr. Templar.
We weren't discussing anything important, just a partnership. And since there's nothing left to discuss, I'll say goodbye.
We would like you to stay with us a moment longer, please, Mr. Templar.
Well, seeing that you bought new insurance, it's rather difficult to refuse.
Mr. Templar, this will give you an opportunity to make up your mind. Take him downstairs.
Oh, I do hope we shall meet again.
please, Mr. Templar.
You look puzzled, Mr. Templar.
Oh, I think I get the basic idea.
Sukan, turn it on. Would you be so kind as to look at the base of the wall? An invention of Aslan, who led the Seljuks when they conquered Baghdad in 1055.
It was used extensively during the Crusades to persuade the Christians to relinquish their faith.
Must have been very persuasive.
In those days, the slaves pushed the walls together.
Turin added the motor.
Oh, well, that's progress.
At this speed, the walls will come together in about 10 minutes.
Well, let's synchronize our watches, shall we?
Let me know when he's ready to talk. What a fortunate man I am
In what way, dearest?
to have so beautiful a wife.
It is I who am fortunate.
Perdition catch my soul, but I do love thee.
Mr. Templar, please cooperate. Why die for the Gadic collection? It isn't worth it.
In my imagination, I sensed a look in your beautiful eyes when you saw Templar.
No man could interest me after you.
Mr. Templar, why do you persist in being so obstinate?
Why, it's in my nature.
I had a dream last night. I dreamt that you had stolen the Gadic collection from me and flown away.
Don't say things like this, even in jest.
Flown away. Like a bird from its cage.
I'll get you another.
Sir, you are so stubborn. Why do you let this go on any longer?
Okay, so then I'll do a deal with you.
You mean without Turin?
Who needs him? You let me out, I'll split the Gadic treasure with you 50-50.
That sounds a very interesting idea.
Is it a deal?
I see no reason why it shouldn't be.
Then let me out.
Of course. After you have told me where the treasure is.
Okay, but we split two ways.
Nothing for Turin.
Watch it.
It's time to see to our guest before he becomes a colander.
You are ill, Turin?
Coffee.
time, partner. The key's down there.
Turin will kill me.
Oh, he won't, I promise you.
And what will become of me?
Depends what you want.
I'd like to get away from here, away from Turin. Live someplace quietly.
Such as?
South of France.
Well, I'm sure that can be arranged.
Excuse me, sir. Kamel will talk to you. This is the number where you can reach him.
Thank you.
Telephone is over there. Compliments of the house.
Oh, you'd better go back to the hotel, lock yourself in my room.
No, I never use keys.
That's right. I'll be there as soon as I can. I'll contact Kamel and Ayesha.
Yes. Yes, my uncle is here.
It is him. Yes, Mr. Templar. I am sorry, but after this Bain business, we are afraid of everybody.
Kamel, I must see you as soon as possible. Anywhere you like. You name it, I'll be there.
Meet me on the ferry, the one that leaves at 4. Then I will tell you everything. Thank you, Mr. Templar.
He will help us.
Yes, if anybody can.
Uncle, it was wrong of you to get involved in this. Stupid and greedy.
Money is always attractive.
But not murder.
Aisha. Save her.
Where is she?
Labashi. 193. Labashi.
Allahu Akbar.
I'm sorry, Ayesha.
He believed that people who are foolish deserve to be separated from their money.
Well, I must confess I feel the same way myself at times.
Then you understand that he was not a violent man or cruel. He was greedy. And before he died, he was ashamed of that.
Ayesha, do you know where the collection is?
Yes. They are old.
It's hard to realize this is worth a fortune. Inspector, right on time. Speaking for myself, I can't say how delighted I am to see you.
And I'm glad to see you, Mr. Templar, alive.
Yes, well, I'd like to stay that way. The gun. Now, Inspector, we have a great deal of information to trade.
I am always ready to trade, Mr. Templar.
Yes. Yes, it's genuine. Well, Mr. Templar, you have rendered us a truly heroic service.
Well, I'll render you one more. Once there was a man in a museum. Part of his job was to have the Gadic collection cleaned, so he called in Kamal.
Are you daring to accuse me of having anything to do with this?
Nobody's accusing anybody of anything at the moment. May I? Now, knowing Kamal to be a superb artist, our man had a brilliant idea. Duplication. Kamal took the originals piece by piece to his workshop, ostensibly to clean them, but of course he didn't. He made magnificent copies. Then, keeping the originals, he returned the fakes to the museum. When he had the entire collection, he knew he was onto a pretty golden bandwagon. He didn't need anybody. So he took the reins himself and the collection and disappeared. Now, our man was pretty furious. So he hired a thug to keep an around-the-clock watch on the bazaar. And sure enough, he spotted Ayesha right in the next room. But I came along and spoiled things. Well, the rest, gentlemen, is history. Except that our timid Turk has to put the finger on his museum accomplice.
But surely, Mr. Templar, no one will believe this man. Zoltan was a notorious criminal.
Zoltan? How did you know his name was Zoltan?
The inspector told me.
I said nothing.
You yourself, Mr. Templar, mentioned...
No, the truth is, you knew his name because you hired him. Sorry, Ahmed. The game is up. Oh, Inspector. You haven't forgotten our bargain.
Of course not. The fakes are worthless, Mr. Templar. They are yours. Do with them what you will.
But not the original.
I'm afraid you don't know what Turin is like.
Oh, I know exactly what he's like. He gets what he wants, either by force or by money. You leave everything to me.
Oh.
In the bathroom. Sukan, you really are a believer in insurance.
I knew you had it.
I thought somehow you'd find out.
I must have it. And what I want, I get. We can do this in one of two ways. Sukan's way, with the bullet, or my way. $100,000. Which do you prefer?
Well, since I have a choice, I'll take the cash. Sorry, Sukan.
Agreed.
You sure it's worth this much?
It's worth 10 times more than that.
Really?
Believe me, Mr. Templar, I have the bargain. I can honestly say that it has been a great pleasure to do business with you.
Well, I hope you'll always feel that way. Sukan, your insurance. What a partner.